up, everybody? It's your boy Flash, aka Malachi36, here from ALWT Gaming. I am here on episode 20 or 53. I'm going backwards. On episode 53 with It's the Nine Ball. How are you doing today, good sir?
Doing good. It's been a good day today. I've been enjoying the day and enjoying the sunshine.
Yeah. And why is it a good day today?
My birthday.
Woohoo! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Yes, you leveled up. You leveled up. You work hard to level up. You feel me? What have you been doing today for your birthday, man? Like, what are some of the highlights? Hit me with it.
Well, we didn't do too much. We celebrated our birthday actually on Saturday because me and my sister have very close birthdays, so they just celebrate them both together.
Okay.
So we basically around and we had like a birthday party, wish happy birthday, talk, you do your presents and all that, and hung out with the family.
Heard that, man. Heard that. So if you guys want to go ahead and give It's the Nine Ball some birthday love, just throw it inside the chat, just like Gamers Life is doing. SQ99 Gamers Life. How are you doing today, good sir? Always a pleasure to have you in the chat. I know it's been a while. We've been kind of chatting a little bit on the side before the stream. But it's been a while. We've been busy. Moving days, E3, all this stuff. Now we're back to our normal schedules and just looking forward to so many great things that this year is going to have to offer as well, going inside 2022 across the board with PC gaming, with Xbox, with Nintendo, with PlayStation, the whole nine. We're just excited to start gaming and hopefully get more insight on these games that's coming out. So, before I get to my plugs, again, got to give a shout out to everybody that's been following us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and of course has been supporting us through using their their Amazon Prime subs on over to our Twitch channel. We appreciate that, guys. And if you guys are new to that, again, you guys can definitely if you guys have a Amazon Prime, you guys have Twitch Prime. You just gotta combine the accounts, and every month they give you a free subscription that you guys can give away to any of your Twitch streamers. If you guys don't want to use it for ALWT Gaming, that's okay. Use it for SQ99 Gamers Life inside the chat. That's SQ99 Gamers Life. You guys can just go ahead and do that sub to him. You know what I mean? If you guys want to do it for Salem, that's cool too. If you guys want to do it for Kind of Fun Games Daily, that's cool too. But whatever it is, it's a free sub that you guys can use on any one of our Twitch channels, and we appreciate that. That's $5 you're giving away. We're wasting pretty much otherwise, as Greg Miller would say.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys are also checking out our website at www.alwtgaming.com. And also, of course, if you guys like Rep Sports, which I have a little coaster of Raise Energy, but Raise Energy is not in this. It's actually about a Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I've been needing to go ahead and restock on my Raise Energy, and I really, really, really do. It's been a hard couple weeks, productive wise, as far as trying to get those energy drink supplements into my system. But I'm gonna get back to it. Don't you dare worry. Don't you dare worry. For anyone that's currently look at the thumbnail on this, whether you're watching on YouTube later on or on our site watching this right now, you guys are going to see that I have Demon Slayer on the cover of our episode 53 of ALWT Things Gaming. Why that is, but before we jump into that, I also want to give you guys a heads up and a reminder that right now, All Day Anime is going to be taking a little hiatus. We're going to take a little break from All Day Anime on Saturdays. Just because, again, we want to make sure that schedules are lining up. We're on Eastern Standard Time, and having it at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, though on the West Coast, it's like 6:30 that time. I think on Saturday it's just kind of hard to kind of get that in. So we're going to devise a plan. We're going to come back to it. All Day Anime is not gone forever. It's just currently gone for right now. We'll give you guys posted as far as when All Day Animes will return. However, 9 to 5 segments will still be going on. And, of course, our ALWT Things Gaming and Smite Nights as we see fit and can continue on with that. I'm still trying to work out these drop frame rates at my new place. So we've been having a little issue. We had a couple issues with that whenever we'd stream on here. But lately the ALWT Things Gamings and reactions have been fine. But the Smite Nights have been a little hit or miss, just depending on the day. You know what I mean? So, let's see. Wait, which ones are you on Eastern Standard Time? Because I'm in Eastern Standard Time too. And I wanted to talk with you guys. But it's all good. Yeah, no, you can still talk to us about anime. We're just not going to have a current segment right now for that. If you guys are watching our YouTube channel and hit the 7 Deadly Sins, 7 Deadly Sins anime is actually over. And our channel has all the episodes of the latest season that's out. Netflix, as of, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago, just dropped another season of 7 Deadly Sins. It's season 5 is what they label it. It's really season 4, but season 5 is what they label it. But the true season 5 is actually on our YouTube page. So if you guys go to YouTube, go to our playlist, you'll actually see it there. It says 7 Deadly Sins season 5, and you can watch all of it in sub if you don't mind watching sub. If you like dub, you might want to wait for Netflix, which is probably going to be in 2028. He says, I've been watching Sword Arts Online and I'm enjoying it. Yes, dude, that's a fantastic freaking anime. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's a great one. I love it. And I absolutely love it. But enough about that. We're going to jump inside of this. And the reason why I went ahead and brought up Demon Slayer is because the first game that I am really, really stoked for, that is a game that's an anime, or anime that turns into a game, is Demon Slayer. This looks very interesting to me. I don't really hear a whole lot of news about it. So if you guys hear about it now, start across podcasts, just know that ALWT Gaming did it first, because at least you tried, you know. So with that being said, Demon Slayer video game updates. Darren Bontius from GameSpot says Sega's video game adaptation of Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba will officially head west this year, releasing October 15th for PS4, PS5, PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S. Based on the popular manga and the anime series, the game stars Tanjiro as one of the titular Demon Slayers, who fights to save his sister from a demonic curse placed upon her, as well as avenging his murdered family, which is all inside the anime. That's me just kind of adding in there. That's all inside the anime if you guys haven't checked it out. Fantastic show. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles, is an arena brawler that adapts the breathing-powered swordsmanship of the source material and unleash plenty of flashy attacks. CyberConnect 2, the studio that has created numerous anime video games over popular franchises such as Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, is handling development of Demon Slayer. They're handling development of Demon Slayer. Available at regular $60 edition, Sega also plans to publish the Demon Slayer and Digital Deluxe version package that includes early access to the game and various cosmetics for $70. The game also features both in its Japanese and English voice cast with a local and online multiplayer options. Right there, I want to talk about this. So, first and foremost, have you started watching Demon Slayer yet, Nineball?
I watched like the first 5 or 6 episodes.
All right, five or six episodes. Okay, so this anime is a great one, and it only gets better. And it gets to the Mugen Train, which is a great transition from season 1, bridging the gap to season 2 whenever that comes out. Very excited for this. Flipping it to a video game standpoint, I don't know how I feel. Now that I'm reading this, I don't know how I feel of it being what they say, it's going to be a brawler. Yeah, it's going to be an arena brawler that adapts the breathing-powered swordsmanship of the source material to unleash plenty of flashy attacks. I don't know how I feel entirely about that. And I say that because the arena brawler types, I think of Ninja Storm. Right? Like that's what that would technically be under the category of. Would you agree?
I've never really played Ninja Storm.
Oh, you haven't?
No, but apparently I'm looking up CyberConnect 2's games. And it looks like they made Ninja Storm. Yep, Ultimate Ninja Storm 2.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm wondering, like, because even though I'm still excited for this game, I'm probably going to get it when it first comes out and everything like that. It's actually a day before my birthday, so that's a little birthday gift for myself, you know. Even though it's coming out literally in a couple months, I don't know how I feel about that, because I guess what my personal expectation of the game that I would want to see is almost a Dynasty Warrior-esque type game for this, just because of the story itself, the way that the anime goes.
Is he like mowing down tons of demons, or?
Yeah, there's times where he's going in like that, and I'm not even saying that it has to be exactly like Dynasty Warriors, but almost on that adventure type, to where it's not just a fighting game, because that's my issue with My Hero, the video game. There, I do like that it's a fighting game. Let me correct that. I do like it's a fighting game. I don't know how I feel about the way that they're implementing the story with the fighting mechanic of it, because My Hero Academia is known for its anime, and with that being said, majority of the animes that succeed the way that they do is known for its story as well as its action. You know?
Yeah.
You of course you have the hidden gem, or you have the gems that will just be purely action, not really even pure story. It's just purely action, like Baki, Kensura, Ashura, or Kengen Ashura, and now the Records of Ragnarok and stuff like that, where it's just strictly action. But in a game like My Hero Academia, I would like to have that adventure aspect to it. And they had it to where it's just a brawler type. Like, the fighting is cool, the fighting is fun, but then all the little cutscenes that's in there, I don't like that. And I really hope that's not what they're doing with Demon Slayer. Like, I want to actually venture off as Tanjiro, or even as my own created Demon Slayer.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, your own created Demon Slayer.
I think it would be better to go down that route. I'm looking at their current catalog, but they got I'm kind of scared, but they have some promising ones. Like, they got Kakarot, they got the Ninja Storms, they've got JoJo's, they've got Azura's Wrath, they've got the Hacks are in here. Yep, that's the Ultimate Ninja Storm 4.
Which, again, ultimately, all those games that you have mentioned are actually pretty good. Even Kakarot. The biggest issue with Kakarot is that, again,
it's the retelling of the same thing.
Well, not even just that. It's like you are retelling the same thing, yes, but the style of game that you have has already been done since Tenkaichi.
Yeah.
So we've had this game that's Tenkaichi 1, Tenkaichi 2, Tenkaichi 3, then you have Raging Blast, then you had Raging Blast 2, then you had Xenoverse that eventually came out and started doing its own thing, then Xenoverse 2. Like, you have all these different catalogs of games that have the fighting style that's very similar to Kakarot, and then you have Kakarot, which I prefer that ultimately in the grand scheme of things, but it came out so late that it just feels like the same thing. It doesn't feel like it's anything different. So with that being said, again, if Kakarot came out earlier, I think that would have been a great game for people to review and have to get day one and stuff like that. The way that it came out, again, I don't really feel that connection to it as much as I would like until later on when I actually got it to sell and everything like that. But that to the side, I wanted to have something more similar like that, to where it's more open world-ish, not this arena brawler type that I'm hearing and that I'm reading now. You know what I mean? For Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I was looking through all those too, the arena brawlers and how that all is.
Yeah. Could be great. I just don't know necessarily how I feel about that particular setup for Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I'm still going through it. My thing is, I'm feeling what most of this. Like, I'm kind of worried about it. Like, I didn't really watch much of Demon Slayer at all, so I'm not real sure. I know what the storyline is, but I'm not too keen on how the episodes work. But from what I'm getting, it seems to be a pretty big immersive world, and you've already got the factions and stuff set up. Why not, let people do more experimentation, or, try a Xenoverse style thing to where you run into the main character, but not have to be the main character, retelling the anime in video game form.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like they need to go I love, one of my favorites of those remakes was always Xenoverse, because you see the main characters, they're in the game, and you'll see parts of the story, which is nostalgia, but it's not, just retelling the same thing. I'm playing a video game of the same thing I've seen on TV about a million times, and the other video games that did. And I'm kind of worried that they might do, but I'm just wait and see.
And that
Oh, going ahead.
Well, I was about to say, and to that, like, that one is I'm 50-50 on, because I definitely, I don't mind a retelling of the story if it hasn't already been done a multiple amount of times like the Dragon Ball series has. I actually did like the Attack on Titan game, the first one. I like the second one even better, because not only was that everything that the first one had, but you're playing from your own creative person's point of view. It's the same exact story, but you created a person that they nickname you, and you're part of Aaron's crew now. So you're playing from that perspective. And that was really, really cool and interesting. And then after you beat the game, you can actually play through the game again. And for those people that died in Attack on Titan, you can actually save them. And you can actually save them in the game and have them survive through the next levels and stuff like that. So that was something that was really interesting. I definitely agree with you as far as Xenoverse goes. I like that was a different aspect of it. You have this creative person that now you're pretty much playing a whole series of Dragon Ball Z versus just a brand new series of Dragon Ball Z that you don't even know what's about to happen, versus just the same old, like, oh, Raditz is going to die. Oh, Frieza's going to kill Krillin. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, it's more than just that. Like, you're actually wondering how it's going to be to get to the next level and next chapter. I don't mind them doing that with Demon Slayer, retelling of the same story, but I don't know. I feel like this particular formula would have been best received if they had it as more of an Avenger type, or more of like, again, a Koei Tecmo type, or not the Wushu style, or Musou style fighting types. To where, like, again, all underneath Dynasty Warriors, to where it's just that open-ish world. It's not exactly an open world, but the levels are open enough, and you have objectives to go to and stuff. Battle system's going to be different, but I want it to be more stage-like versus just, here's one fight, you beat them. Here's another fight, you beat them. Like, I kind of want to adventure a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the update with that. So again, be on the lookout for that, guys. October 15th is when it's supposed to be hitting current platforms. I think it said PC in there. Let me see. Yeah, PC. So PS4, PS5, PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. So pretty much on everything besides Switch, which will probably eventually become a port for Switch. Eventually.
Yeah, they gotta tailor the controls for Switch probably.
Yeah, more than likely. So, if you guys are a Demon Slayer fan like me, and if you guys like video games like me, this is something that you guys want to put on your radar, and I am excited for it. I'm just very curious about it. One last thing I will say about this that I am very grateful for is that the voice acting, you can choose between Japanese or English. That I do like, because most of these anime games, I love Sword Art Online anime games. I love those games. I like the Digimon Cyber Sleuth games. I like those games a lot, but there's so much dialogue, and it's not even so much that it's just so much dialogue. It's so much dialogue, and all of it I have to read. I can't just listen. Like, every single thing that they say is literally in Japanese, and I have to read it. And then, yeah, so that's something that I'm not really looking forward to. Well, I don't look forward to in anime type games. It's good news that they hear that they're bringing in the American voice actors and the Japanese voice actors for this particular game. So if there's a campaign to it, which I think there is, we don't have to read as much, which is great.
Yeah, there should be a campaign. I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to hear like, oh no, it's gonna be a full price and you only get half the game here.
Yeah, I agree. Story number 2 that we currently have right now is Housemarque was bought by Sony, and Housemarque is the people that made Returnal as well as other games, but what they're most popularly known for recently is Returnal. Eddie Makic from GameSpot says Returnal developer Housemarque has been acquired by Sony and will become a first-party PlayStation studio going forward. Co-founder Ilari Kutinen shared some insight into the deal in an interview with GQ, saying that the acquisition will allow the team to make bigger and more ambitious titles in the future. You should not expect Housemarque's next game to release anytime soon, as Kutinen and the team is taking a step back and catching his breath after putting out Returnal earlier this year. In general, this is a quote by the way. In general, we are taking a break. People are having their vacations now, and here in Finland. Some are taking last year's vacations as well. So I guess that's first, and then we can start thinking about the future. End quote. Kutinen says. Kutinen went on to say that the Returnal was quote kind of a stepping stone end quote for the developer. For future games, you can expect them to, quote, even bigger and even more ambitious, end quote. But those games could still be still undecided, it seems. Asked if the sale to Sony will allow Housemarque to achieve things otherwise couldn't before. Kutinen said that it will come down to types of games that the studio decides to make next. That said, Kutinen remarked that only needing to focus on one platform, PlayStation, has its benefits. Quote, "We're not quite sure, but I think we've always been pushing technology as well. We can do that from now. We can do that from now on, even more than we did before, since we can concentrate on a platform. So that's big. That's a big part of it." End quote. He said, "Quote." We have our own VFX engine in the game that we're using, and hopefully we'll be creating something more on top of that." End quote. So Housemarque acquired by Bethesda. Again, sounds like it's gonna be majority of it's gonna be exclusive type games. What are your thoughts about this?
I think it's great. I mean, for them, it's really good. Whenever you go underneath a big market like that, it gives you a lot more of a blanket. I was watching a thing about that. Why they do sell themselves to bigger companies like that, it gives you a bigger market. It gives you more money. It gives you more resources to play with.
Right.
For them, they struck gold. I mean, from what I'm hearing, I haven't gotten a chance. I really was hoping Returnal did good. And I'm glad it did, because it looked like that. It looked like a really unique and fun style of game. And it's for them, like I said, it's striking gold. I mean, it's like the best way I'm thinking of it is like a man going in for an NFL training session and then just getting hired as the first stream quarterback as soon as you come in. Just bring him into my office. You're going to take his job. You're in. I'm glad, too, that they're giving them a rest. Whenever you acquire a company, I'm glad they're not forcing them to, well, you got to put out a new game right now or something like that. Let them rest. Let them think of something else. And I am glad they let them do more ambitious titles and let them try things out. I mean, it is an era of, there's a risk of error, but with a company like that, I feel like they're going to go far in Sony, and I'm glad for Sony. They're making their moves. Everybody's making moves. Everybody's getting companies. Everybody's getting things they need in order to grow. So, good job. Good job. What's the names again? I can't remember the names. Housemarque, yeah.
Yep, Housemarque, acquired by Sony, and
yeah.
I can't think of any games that I personally played with them. So this news for me doesn't really do too much, other than that I know that apparently Returnal has really taken a good advantage of the DualSense controller. It looks amazing on PS5. I'm not really, again, the roguelike type person, but maybe later on I could try it on not Game Pass, but if they decide to put it on Plus, maybe I could try that. Maybe if it comes down on sale, I'll actually pick it up and try it out that way. We'll see. But it does.
I definitely want to get it day one.
You want to get it day one?
Yeah, as soon as I get my PlayStation 5, I want to get Returnal. That's why I put it on my list.
Yeah. I was about to say, I mean, I heard nothing but great things about it, and I think it even scored you high on our fantasy gaming league, which I'm actually going to take a break to talk about real fast. So yeah, it got you an 86, which that is the highest scoring. Nope. I take it back. That's the third highest scoring game that's on our list. Fourth highest. What's the? Ratchet and Clank. Yeah. Fourth. Well, technically third. I mean, second. Because those three, well, I guess fourth. Yeah, you're right, fourth. I'll just say fourth. So going over the list real fast in case anyone that's currently watching this right now or listening to this on Anchor or YouTube later on or Facebook, we are inside of a gaming league. We kind of beta tested it this year after hearing a little bit about it from other podcasting services that do video game podcasting as well. Sounded like a little fun, so I wanted to go ahead and call up some of the ALWT Gaming members, as well as a few friend of ours, which is not on stream, obviously, but this is what our list goes. Before I go into the list, how it works. Literally like fantasy football, but it's with video games. So we sit down at the beginning of the year, we discuss what games we're going to go and pick up and everything like that, just like you're drafting players. But instead of it going by week basis and you're not teeing off against one person, you're against everybody that's in the group, and it goes off for a whole year. So the threshold, it's on a 100-point scale, but the threshold is 70. Anything above 70 points gains you those points. Anything below 70 points deducts points from your account. So if I get a game that's a 60 out of 100, that's 10 points below 70, so I lose 10 points on my team. But anything that's above that, so if it's like an 80, then that gains me 10 points because that's 10 points above 70 for my team. And then whoever has the highest score at the end wins the entire league. There's also a thing in there called counter picks. So if I choose a game that is on 9ball's list and it does poorly, then not only does he lose the points for that, but I gain the points. And then vice versa, if it does really well, then I lose the points because I picked it and he gains the points. There's also a caveat for anyone that does counter picks. If I counter pick it for 9ball and that game does not release, he can't drop that game from his list to pick up another game. So it's a little brutal. So that's going to cost him points. So that's how that kind of goes. Definitely having fun with it. We're halfway through the year, but here's how it sits right now. Me representing ALWT Gaming, I have Horizon Forbidden West, Deathloop, Halo Infinite, Final Fantasy 16, Far Cry 6, Solar Ash, Dying Light 2, Stay Human, Call of Duty 2021, and I have a counter pick of God of War Ragnarok. Zaka TV, aka It's the 9ball, has Resident Evil Village, which got him 14 points because it got an 84 on Metacritic. Returnal, which got him 16 points. Warhammer 40k Dark Tide, which is to release. The Medium, which is got him 5 points. Ruin King, a League of Legends story, which is to release. Oddworld Soulstorm, which got him 1 point. Guilty Gear Strive, which got him 15 points. And Mario Golf Super Rush, which got him 4 points. And he has a counter pick of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Which he got solid because it's not going to release this year. So there you go. Then we got Carrot Patch Inc. by Mildewy Carrot. He has Monster Hunter Rise, which got him 18 points. Kenna Bridge of Spirits, Ghostwire Tokyo, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Psychonauts 2, 12 Minutes, It Takes Two, which got him 18 points. Stray, he has a counter pick of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Fantasy Football, which is our boy Silent, he has The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, which will not release. He has Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, which got him 18 points. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, new Pokemon Snap, which got him 10 points. Axiom Verge 2, Pokemon Brilliance Diamond and Shining Pearl, Battlefield 2042, Scarlet Nexus, which got him 10 points. And he has a counter pick of Back for Blood. Illis Be Live, which is our boy, Illis Be Live. Bravely Default 2, which got him 8 points. Near Replicant version 1 point in a lot of numbers, which got him 13 points. Little Nightmares 2, which got him 13 points. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. The Dark Pictures Anthology. You said what?
The Dark Pictures Anthology.
Yeah, Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes. Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. Tales of Arise. Neo, The World Ends With You, which he just recently picked that up. And then he has Final Fantasy 16, which is a counter pick against me. And we're gonna take the ladder on that one. We're gonna hope for the best. You know? Hey, July is when I start shaking in my boots. July is when if it does not have any mention of Final Fantasy 16 July, I'm screwed with that particular pick. Ohio. who's struggling right now. He has God of War Ragnarok, which will not release this year. Back for Blood, Humankind, Evil Genius 2, World Domination, which got him 7 points, but those points are taken away because Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance got him 11 points negative.
Yeah, it got a 58.
Yeah. Biomutant, which also got him negative points, so it's not helping his case any. And then he has 2 open spots still, and he has a counter pick of Halo Infinite, which is going to hurt him even more because that's the launch of this year, and it's going to be fantastic. So there you have it. That's the standings right now. RIP to our boy Ohio. We hardly knew ye. Yeah.
I'm kind of worried though about fantasy football's Back for Blood, too.
Fantasy football Back for Blood.
Yeah, when he picked that for a counter pick.
Yeah, we'll see.
I've been hearing good things about it when I heard from people that played the alpha.
Yeah, I have too. I have too, actually. So he may be a little bit in trouble there. We'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, so there you have it. That's currently, again, the 2 stories that we currently have. The third story that we that's out is, it's really not really a story, but more of a discussion. It's everything that we know for PlayStation, for Xbox, and for Nintendo this year. So it's stuff that's coming out and stuff that's again supposed to be coming out this year, but also stuff that might be potentially going inside 2022. If you want to talk about it, I'm going to go through these lists, and I'm going to stop at each one, and you tell me if you want to keep moving or if you want to talk about it. All right. Yeah. So Little Devil Inside, which is supposed to be coming out in July. Talk about it or pass?
Just pass, unless you got something to say about it.
It looks interesting to me. I don't really have. I need to see more, so I'll pass on this too. But it does look interesting to me. Kenna Bridge of Spirits, August 21st.
Oh.
We're gonna talk about it.
You know I'm ready for that one.
Okay.
The game looks amazing. I thought at first, when I first originally was watching it, I thought it was like a Disney animation. I was like, why are we watching a Disney show in the middle of the...
Yeah.
And the thing...
Yeah.
I can't wait for that one to come out. I got that one ready on my list and everything.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to come out either. And like one of the things too as well that I made an observation of is that this is a $40 game. So it's not even like a full game. It's going to be like a Miles Morales type style, to where it's like 9-hour experience. That's my assumption since it's $40. But I also noticed that's going to be on PS4 and PS5. So let me ask you, by that time, which again, this is August 21st, are you anticipating that you'll have your PS5 by then, or are you still like, I'm going to get it, but it's going to be for the PS4 right now? Like, where's your head at with this?
Well, I might be kind of pushed in a direction. See, the last couple of days, me and my niece have been trying to play Warframe. Because she wants. Every time we put in Warframe, the PlayStation overheats.
Ooh.
We've been having overheating issues a lot lately.
Snap.
Now, it's been sounding like a jumbo jet, so it's been getting like a little louder. It's like the little engine that could. It can only do so much. It's not going to make it much longer. I might have to just take it out back pretty soon. So I'm going to definitely have to get a PlayStation 5 coming up here. And we're going to ramp up our efforts and see what we can find. Also checking... Huh?
Go ahead.
No, I've been checking, I don't know, online and stuff. I went to the store yesterday, and it wasn't in there. It's not on Amazon. There's none of those shopping areas. I can think left with Target. That's it. I don't think there's going to be any in like secondhand or thrift stores, and I'm not buying one from a scalper.
Yeah, amen. I would say, because here's my thing, and I was talking to you about this off stream. I've been pretty blessed. I've been pretty blessed when I'm coming down to buying some of my consoles and when I'm getting them. Reason being is because anyone that knows the history of me for next gen stuff, I got my PS5 from Walmart the next day when they did pre-orders. because the first day was just the whole pre-ordering for everything has been terrible. Xbox and PlayStation. Xbox a little bit better, a little bit better than PlayStation, but the whole thing itself was just terrible. But the first day came out of nowhere. Retailers were actually selling it before that window. And then the next day, it was a little bit more organized. And one of my coworkers actually she was on it. She's like, hey, they're having this. You want to go ahead and get on there as soon as you can. This is having this, and whatever the case is. So me and Gravity actually jumped on Walmart's site together. We were trying to go ahead and get the PS5. And then it was like 8 o'clock. And maybe 8:02 happened. And it said that the entire thing was cleared. That's just how much it was going. I was about to give up. I was actually giving up. And I got a text message from my coworker, and she was just like, hey, I got the PlayStation. I was like, how in the world? And that's when she gave me the tip. She's like, hey, yeah, because I told her what happened to me is that I went to check out. I tried to go and do X, Y, and Z, and it said it was out of stock. And then she's like, yeah, I was doing that for me too, but I kept on hitting refresh, kept on going through. And next thing you know, I was able to put my card information in, and we were good to go. I was like, all right, cool. I tried that. I kept on pushing, locked myself in a PS5 that day. So I got really blessed with that. Gravity was trying, but he unfortunately was not lucky for that. So I was able to get my PS5 day one when that came out. I was able to get my Switch on Amazon. Inside the stores is a little bit harder to find, but they're plentiful if you order online. Pretty much almost no matter where you get it from. So if you guys are looking for a Switch, be on the lookout for that. But you also want to be on the lookout for any news for a Switch Pro rumors that might be coming out. So be on the lookout for that. I've never really been a person to be enticing to get an Xbox Series X or Xbox of any kind until recently. Like recently I started seeing more of like Xbox games that were only going to be for Xbox that I kind of was gravitating towards. And one of them is rumored to be Redfall. That one looks interesting, but I don't know enough about it, but that wasn't really what did it for me. Halo Infinite looks fantastic now. So I got that. So I wanted to get that. And then Forza 5, when they showed that looked good to me. So there's like a few things like that was like sticking out to me as a person that may want to actually pick up an Xbox Series X. And as of today, actually, I was able to go ahead and lock myself an Xbox Series X a week after I was just like, okay, I want to go ahead and get one. So I haven't even having to search for Xbox Series X that often. And I got mine through Best Buy. So if you're trying to lock in, and I say this for anyone that's trying to get themselves a PS5 or Xbox Series X, the number one thing I would recommend doing is getting this app that is called Hot Stock. It literally is. I'm going to try to bring it up here. I don't know if you guys can see it. You can't because of the but it's Hot Stock. It's a red it's one word, and it's a red outline, but the flame in the middle of it is like a white flame. And if you guys get that app, it will notify you when these retailers are going to go ahead and sell have Xbox Series X's, S's, or PS5s for sale. It will notify you. With that being said, it also helps to have those retailers' apps on your phone. So for me, I have Hot Stock, Walmart, Target, GameStop, and Best Buy all right next to each other. I'm logged into all of it, and I would even take one further that I would even save your card information in your app if you feel comfortable doing so. I would save your card information in those apps so that way when that happens, you're able to jump on your computer, jump onto your phone app, and easily check out. Because I was able to get 2 PS5s. I got one for myself, and then after I had heard about the whole Walmart rumor thing, I tried it, and really easily I got a PS5 for Gravity. Of course, there's currency involved and everything like that. He went in and gave me money for that. But ultimately, I was able to make that happen for him really simplistically through the app. I haven't had as much luck as I would like to since then, but it is something that is possible if you guys are trying to do it. I would just recommend, again, Hot Stock, downloading the apps of whatever retailer that you're trying to go to, and then just be on the lookout for it because it's possible. It's just a little difficult because of the scalpers, but it is possible if you guys are trying to get one. So,
yeah, they really got to fix the scalping issue.
Yeah, I agree. But Ken of Bridge of Spirits. So you're leaning more towards the PS5 for the Ken of Bridge of Spirits. I am all about.
I'm actually got.
Go ahead.
I'm actually gonna get Kenna on the PC. If it's a single player, I can pick it up there because they do have an Epic as well. I can't,
You said it is on Epic right now?
yeah, Epic Game Store. It's not available now, but it's available to pre-order.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say I couldn't remember if that one had a PC title to it, but if you're able to see it right now, then obviously that answers that. So yeah, good stuff there. But yeah, I'm going to get on. It's going to be a single player experience. I don't see that one being multiplayer at all. But yeah, that one I'm 100% getting on the PS5. I cannot wait to experience the DualSense with that. I can't wait to see that thing on my 4K TV. I can't wait to see it with no load times. I'm really excited for that. Really excited. Next one up, Riders Republic, September 2nd. You want to talk about it? You want to skip on it?
I want that one.
You want that one? Yeah. Yeah, we saw that. That was at the Ubisoft event, right?
Yeah, that's the one with like the snowboarding, skateboarding, and that guy and like the that old bike and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for this one too. And this one, seeing the Ubisoft event at E3 did make me more hyped for it. I do want to see more Ubisoft Forward events, just because I'm pretty sure they're going to talk about it at Ubisoft Forwards. And I can't wait to see what more that they have in store for it. Maybe even a little bit more gameplay. And I'm kind of curious to see just how many people can you really be riding with. Like, I mean, obviously there's going to be races and stuff like that, but is it going to be like, yeah, it's an open world to where everyone can do whatever, but you can only party up with 4 people like you can on freaking Steep? Or is it going to be allowing you to do more? So, jury's still out for that one. I can't wait. And I think it's cross-play. I think it's cross-platform.
Either way, it just looks amazing. And I have not had a snowboarding game for a while.
Yeah.
I need one.
Life is Strange True Colors, September 10th. Talk about it or pass on it?
I got to go back through and play the Life is Strange saga. I played a little bit of I don't know, how much of Life is Strange did you play?
I played all the first, none of the second.
Okay, so I played a little bit I played like I think the first 2 chapters of the first one.
Mm-hmm. There's only 5 chapters in general.
Yeah, I need to get back and do those again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll put that on the back of my list because I'm playing another game because another game on this list is coming out. So I need to catch up on that one.
Yeah, and I'm actually in the same vein with you. Like I said, I beat the first one. I made the decision that I had to make. Well, I didn't have to make. I could have ended it a certain way if I wanted to. There's so much that you can actually change the story of Life is Strange and have different outcomes, which is pretty cool. But I beat the way that I beat the first one the way that I beat it. I haven't played the second one, which I want to jump into that, and I probably have enough time to do that. I mean, again, it's only 5 episodes long for both games, actually, the first one and the second one. So I see True Colors kind of with September, 3 months. Well, let's round it up to 2 months from now. I think I'll be in a good position to pick up the second one if I really want to strive for that and beat that.
I think they're more the company Do Not. I think what is it? What's the company's name? Don't Not. Yeah, It's sort of becoming like the new Telltale games in a way, though.
Yeah, I agree.
With the rest in peace, Telltale.
Deathloop, September 14th. What does this do for you? You want to talk about it? You want to pass it?
It looks kind of interesting, but I'm not sure. I don't really know enough about it.
Yeah, I'm going to pass because I want to, I've seen some gameplay. I think it does look kind of cool, but it still is not like one of those games that I'm going to pick up day one. I'm going to see how it does, and if I even decide to pick it up, I'm probably going to pick it up when it goes on discount. Rainbow Six Extraction, September 16th, which is my sister's birthday. Keep or pass?
I don't even know where to start with. That's the one with the creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's pass.
Same here. Yeah, it didn't really do a whole lot for me either. Far Cry 6, October 7th. Talk or pass?
I'm a pass on this. I haven't really seen much of it.
Yeah, I've seen quite a bit of it. It does look interesting to me, but I'm only going to talk about it if they announce that there's going to be a cooperative multiplayer like they have on 5. That I would like. If they do that, then I'll be more inclined to pick it up. Because outside of that, I've never really been inclined to pick up Far Cry games in general. But if they do have a cooperative play, more like 5 versus 4. If they have it like 4, I'm done with Far Cry altogether. But if they have it like 5, then yeah, sign me up. I'm all in. So we're going to pass it, but we'll only talk about it once we get more confirmation if it's going to be multiplayer or not. Back for Blood, October 12th. Talk or pass?
Kind of excited for this one.
I'm very excited actually for this one. And now that I'm having my Xbox Series X, like it's going to be on Game Pass, I'm pretty sure. So I'll be able to play, I'll be able to play it day one, and I think it's cross play.
This is big. Turtle Rock has got to redeem himself for Evolution. Oh, Evolve. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Evolve. I mean, don't get me wrong. Evolve was a good game. It was just crowded out by microtransactions and stuff. They shouldn't have did that. And it has such potential and just sank.
Right. And again, keep in mind that I do have this all under the PlayStation 4/5 category. Not all these games are going to be exclusive for PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. So definitely want to keep that in mind for anyone that's currently watching or is listening right now. Battlefield 2042, October 22nd. Talk or pass?
You can ride a tornado. Why would you not play this game?
I'm going to pass talking about it just because I want to know more. I want to see what it has to... Yeah, because it's not going to have a campaign, to my understanding.
It's not. It's all multiplayer only.
Yeah, and I like the direction that they're heading. Now, for me, the only direction I don't like is that they don't have a campaign. Because that was one of the things that got me pretty heavy into Battlefield in the earlier ones. Like, I think it was 3 and 4 is when... Huh?
No, you're going to have...
Yeah, I was about to say, I think those are the ones I was like really enjoying and stuff, and I really want to have more Battlefield campaigns as well as the multiplayer, because I would beat the campaign and then go on over to the multiplayer afterwards and enjoy that. But I don't know, like in a world again, and I know Kind of Funny Games has talked about this. I know Easy Alice had talked about this before. Funhouse they talked about this, but in a world where Fortnite exists and Warzone exists and Apex exists, and they're free to plays with just the Battle Pass option, how are you going to justify a Battlefield 2042 being a $60-$70 game with this only being multiplayer? So I have to see more about what they have to offer in order for me to really get on board. I know I said we won't talk about it, we're going to pass on it, we just talked about it technically, kind of, but it's more of the feature versus the actual game. So
yeah,
we'll have to kind of
wait. I thought they would have learned their lesson though with what was that, Call of Duty 4 did the same thing? Modern Warfare 4, one of the Call of Duties did it? Yeah. Where they only had a multiplayer?
It was one of the... It wasn't Black Ops, was it?
I can't remember.
I think it was Black Ops, actually. It was something like that, yeah. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Guardians of the Galaxy, October 26th. Talk or pass?
Pass.
Yeah, that one did look interesting. I am interested in that, but yeah, well, I had to see more. I want to see more. I wasn't expecting that I would be excited for that at the Square Enix conference. I definitely didn't think I was going to be more excited than Strangers in Paradise. But then we saw both of them, and I was like, oh, Guardians of the Galaxy doesn't look too bad. Stray. It's just listed as October. There's no set date, but it's supposed to be dropping in October. Talk or pass?
Just somewhere.
Yeah, it just says it's TBD, but for October.
Fred ain't throw that dart in the calendar yet. 18.
You want to talk or pass on Stray? Yeah, I have no idea what this game's about. Besides that, you're just
a cat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the one where you're running around as a cat in an area where it seems like there's no humans. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, yeah, it's just those types of games has never really been my style. Ghostwire Tokyo, same boat. It's just October, but TBD as far as the day.
That man's really got to get those starts out.
Talk or pass?
I'm gonna pass on that one too. It looks interesting, but I want to see a little bit more with it coming up.
Yeah, this one I have no interest in at all, actually. Dying Light 2, Stay Human, December 7th. Talk or pass?
This one looks interesting. Mm-hmm. I gotta beat Dying Light 1. I haven't started on it yet because there's another game on here I'm working on. But from what I'm hearing, Dying Light is an excellent game, and I do from time to time do Dylan horror genres. But I haven't yet to touch it. I don't know why it sat in the back for so long of my library. I think I was playing so many like Dead Spaces and stuff. It wasn't even funny, but I'm kind of psyched. I'm psyched for this one.
Yeah, me, Abs3315, and actually I think she changed her name, but I don't think it's no longer Abs3315. But me, Abs3315, and Gravity Mark, we all actually played this game together, and we beat the game together. The very last level, if you will, the last boss fight, so you're fighting in a tower. That one you have to do by yourself, though. It won't let you go in there with your comrades, so you have to solo that one. Which is interesting because the final boss fight is different than all the fights you've done in the entire game. So it was kind of a nice little like, oh, that's interesting. So, but with that being said, as long as they keep the same energy as far as the cooperative play and everything like that, I'm actually excited for Dying Light 2. Which I didn't think I was going to be necessarily. But when you put parkour in there and you're running away from zombies and has a pretty decent story, and on top of that, there's some choices that actually will depict the story of Dying Light 2, to my understanding, that's pretty cool to me. I like games that allow you to have choices like that, like Dragon Age and Mass Effect and everything like that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Sifu, which is supposed to be dated for this year, but still no release date officially. Talk or pass?
I'm going to do something different. I'm going to pass it to you because I know this is your game.
This one, yeah, like I just want a release date. I just want to see. It's supposed to be coming out this year. It's the same people that made Absolver, which that fighting is actually pretty good. My only issue with the Absolver, because like I got through everything that I needed to in Absolver to a certain point.
Yeah.
My only issue with Absolver is that after you get to the final quote unquote boss and the tower and stuff like that, like it kind of leaves it open ended to where you can just free roam and fight random people. And you had to wait for the next patch to kind of come out, and that was going to be the first three-man dungeon that you can go through. So I was waiting for that, and I don't know if it's even. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's out by now because that was years ago. But it took so long for that to come out for me that I just lost interest in Absolver in general, and it's hard for me to get back to it. Sifu looks like it's a step up from that, definitely, but it looks like there's a narrative point to it, and I cannot wait to see what this game's about. I cannot wait to feel like Tony Jaa or Donnie Yen just in the hallways knocking people out. And of course, if you die, you get older, which is kind of interesting. You start becoming a master. I wonder if that has anything to do with your agility or your strength or your vitality or anything like that. I'm very curious as how they're going to make this out. But I haven't heard anything about it, and I figured that by now I would hear something about it. I'm assuming probably this July, which I'm just putting it right out there right now. I'm saying we're going to get a PlayStation a state of play. We're probably going to get a state of play not July 1st, not July 8th, but I think we're going to get one July 15th because they have a tendency of putting these out on Thursdays when I'm working. but hopefully I would like it to be on the 14th. Or like even on a Friday, like do it on a normal day. PlayStation, come on now. But I think in the next 2 weeks we'll probably get a state of play, and if we get a state of play announcement soon, I need them to show us some Sifu and give us a release date.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, did you want to talk on it at all, or did you want to pass?
I'm a pass on it.
All right. Horizon Forbidden West, TBA this year, possibly getting pushed back until next year. Talk or pass?
We're going to talk because I've been mentioning this game a lot.
Okay.
And this already. The game I'm actually working on right now is for Horizon Zero Dawn. I've just picked it up and restarted it to get warmed up to relearn it. And so when Horizon 2 comes out, I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
And since I finally got the complete edition instead of just the standard disc edition, I'm going through that one instead.
I heard that.
So this is going to be kind of interesting and fun. I'm going to work on the build in here, but I'm fairly excited.
Now the good news, and I think the decision for a lot of these developers of having a PS4 version is because of how hard it is right now to get a PS5. I think that is part of the decision that's being made, to be honest with you. Is it going to be scaled down? Yes. Is it going to be maybe some load times in there? Probably. But I think that right now, in the early stages of the transition from PS4 to PS5 and Xbox Series, or Xbox One to Xbox Series, I think that is a smart move to make. Am I entirely happy with it? Not really, because that could hold back development of some of these games being at max potential for the next gen. But at the same time, I get it. It's hard to get PS5s. It's hard to get Xbox Series X's right now. Go ahead and just try to get those out in the wild first before you try to cater to an audience that only a third of them actually have these consoles. So
yeah.
So with that being said, that's good news for you, because I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that this is one of those games that is going to be launching on PS4 as well. So you have some time to beat it. I actually need to eventually here soon pick up the DLC. I have the DLC. I need to start the DLC and beat the DLC, so that way I have more context going inside Horizon Forbidden West. So that's what needs to be on my agenda, and what my goal needs to be here soon. So
yeah.
Solar Ash is to be, and all the, just for a heads up, the rest of the games I'm talking about that's underneath PlayStation are to be announced this year, and they haven't have an official release date. So Solar Ash, what did you talk or pass?
I don't really, probably pass. I'm trying to find it, but
that was the one that was very like Hyper Life Drifter.
Yeah. Okay, I see it now. It looks interesting, but I don't know about it. It's an indie. It's probably gonna do well.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pass on it because I feel like if I'm going to get into that game, I need to get into the Pathless first, which came out last year for PS5. So I think if there's any, I was about to say, if there's any game that I wanted that's in that genre that I'm going to jump to, it would probably be the Pathless, especially now that there's a possibility it might be cheaper. I don't know. Doubt it, because again, next gen, one of the first games and stuff, it probably won't go on sale until like next year or something. But I think I'm going to pass on it, just because if I'm going to jump into this first, it's going to be the Pathless, and then if I like the way that plays, then possibly Solar Ash. Open Roads. This is that Telltale game with the mom and the daughter find out that their grandma was up to no good or whatever.
Pass.
All right. I am interested in this. I'll pass, just because time's sake. but I mean, I do like it. Kind of gives me Life is Strange vibes. So I'm definitely interested in this, and we'll see what this has to offer. Also comes down to how much is it going to cost at launch. If it's $60, I ain't picking it up. Yeah,
they've got to price that one right.
Lord of the Rings Golem. Talk or pass?
I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, I'll pass on that too.
I'm sorry, people out there, but not really a Lord of the Rings fan for some reason.
Oh, I like Lord of the Rings. I just don't like. I mean, I just don't know how I feel about this game, because I feel like this is going to be very similar to that PS4 game called Styx. It's STYX, and you're like
I've seen it, never played it.
Yeah, you're like a 100. Is it 100 or 1,000-year-old goblin, and he's like an assassin or whatever. It's really weird. So I feel like that Golem has that type of energy to me.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Talk or pass?
It's Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't have much to say about it. If you're into Five Nights at Freddy, you might like it, but I don't really play Five Nights at Freddy.
Same here. I've never tried it, never will, especially since it's like a horror Chuck E. Cheese. I ain't with that life. Goodbye Volcano High. Talk or pass?
What is that?
That was a dinosaur one where it looks like that they're like playing guitars and stuff.
Yeah, I'm a pass.
I have no idea what this. I don't know if it's going to be a stretch of Life is Strange type scenario, or what. I'm passing on it because it looks way too weird for me. It looks way too weird, but
I'm burning it.
yeah. Heavenly Bodies. Talk or pass?
For time's sake, I'll pass. I'm not real sure on that one either.
Yeah, I'll pass too. I'm not too. I have to see more.
Yeah.
Quantum Error. Talk or pass?
I just got through looking at that game, and I don't know where to place it. It looks kind of like a mix of Alien Isolation and Doom and Dead Space.
Okay.
It's sort of interesting, but it depends on how you do it. Is it a horror game, or is it just Doom 3 all over again?
Gotcha.
And which, anybody that knows, Doom 3 was trying to be horror. When I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see. I want more from it before I say anything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on it. It doesn't do anything for me at all. Onto the Xbox side of things, and again, this is not all stuff that's just exclusive to Xbox. This is just what is considered the quote-unquote primary system. Scarlet Nexus, which is out now. Talk or pass?
I'm still interested in it.
I'm interested in this too as well. I played the demo, which is out right now, and you can play that on your PS4, PS5, all that good stuff. The thing, I like the combat. I like what they're kind of doing. It actually even kind of feels like a Jet Set Radio type vibe to a point. But one thing I do not like is when they do the plot. It's still shots of a comic strip for the most part. So you might have like if I'm the character, it'll come up like this. It'll be like, hey, watch out for that guy. Like literally like that. It was just. And for anyone that's listening audio wise, literally, it's like, think of a comic book just being still, like you're just reading a page, and you're just the mouth moving. It's like that, and it's like, okay, like almost like the old school Star Fox 64. You know what I mean? Now they do have a few moments. Yeah, they do have a few moments where there's actual animation in there, but from what I played at the demo, 70% of it is like. They're talking, and the voice acting is good. It does have that anime-esque to it, but it's like they're talking, but they're still. The concept is cool as far as the battle. The way that you're able to switch between abilities that's really cool. But as far as the official story of it, it hasn't grabbed me, so I'm not really like super into this right now as much as I'm still interested in it. But I'm not as interested in the story like I was hoping I would be because of the way that the delivery is for each cutscene. Christ Tales, July 20th. Talk or pass?
Pass. Oh no, it's okay. It's sort of like I don't know, old school one. We'll pass. I don't have much to say about it.
I'll pass too. I'm not really too keen on that one. But The Ascent, July 29th. Talk or pass?
I was just looking at that one, doing a bit of a warm up. We're gonna pass. It's oh my god, I have to send you pictures. It's like Cyberpunk.
Yeah, but it's 4-player though.
Yeah, it's very 4-player. It looks like over the top. Maybe a twin stick shooter style.
It is a twin stick shooter. Yeah.
I thought so because it looks just like I don't know if you ever played the old game Hunters: The Reckoning. It's a lot like that.
Gotcha.
Which it could be fun. Like I remember playing a mess out of Hunters: The Reckoning. I used to play the priest. Oh god, the priest was awesome. We used that word of power. Just clear out entire things of demons and vampires. I don't know with this one though. It's not looking too good. Sorry, I'm looking at the gameplay trailers. It's a bit of a warm up here.
Yeah, you're good. I was about to say this one in particular does have me interested just because Paris Lilly from Kind of Funny Games he did have a behind closed door event where he interviewed, talked about it, and he even got to play it a little bit. And he's just like, this is actually really good. I'm very excited for this. So, yeah. So it's on my radar, not high on my radar, but it is on my radar enough to be like, if I have other friends that have Xbox Series X's or S's, or if it's crossplay with PC, I might just go ahead and dabble in this a little bit.
Give me one quick second.
All right. The next game I am going to bring up as he is going out there to handle business is going to be Sable. This one I'm going to pass for both of us. Doesn't look interesting to me. It looks very much like Journey, which, I mean, I know some people have really enjoyed that game. I never tried it. I never really cared to try it, and this kind of gives me those same exact energies. So I'm passing on Sable.
Sable, yeah, we'll pass.
Yeah, cool. Forza Horizon 5, November 9th. Talk or pass?
We got a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Simply amazing.
Yeah, that one looks really good, and
that one looked amazing.
That was the final game that put me over to be like, okay, I want to get myself an Xbox Series X so I could play this on my 4K TV and just really, really just harness everything that the Xbox has to offer for this game. Because I know it's exclusive for Xbox. It looks fantastic. I can't wait to play it. And again, now that I have mine, I'll be able to actually go ahead and jump on this when it comes out on November 9th. Cannot wait.
The gameplay looks good. The graphics look phenomenal.
I'm curious.
The cars. Yeah,
the cars are going to definitely be fantastic. I'm just kind of curious to see how the campaign goes, because I guess it does have an actual campaign.
Ooh.
So I'm curious to how that's going to go, because I've never really known racing games that have a campaign. Like, you have circuits, you have races and stuff like that, but I never really known of too many outside of the crew that actually has a story to it. And so I'm very curious to see. Go ahead.
Need for Speed had one.
Did it?
Yeah, Need for Speed has some.
I know Underground did. Need for Speed Underground, I think it was 1, 2, and 3. Those had it, but I don't know if predominantly they typically have like actual stories to it.
I don't know how many of them actually had, but some of them did have game stories in them. Burnout. Well, technically, it was sort of a story. You would have to upgrade your license, and you would take on like various races and other things.
Well, Gran Turismo had that too. They had to upgrade your license and stuff, but that was more of like an arcade type style.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, versus it being like an actual event. Because like in the crew, you're this one character, and your brother Dayton gets shot and killed. But then they put the murder on you, and then you're in jail for like a year or something like that. But there's a dirty cop that ended up helping putting you in jail, and then another cop that comes out the woodwork later on and is just like, hey, we have a lead on this, but we need somebody on the inside. So they take you out of jail, and now you're like trying to work your way up the ranks to be part of the. I can't remember what the group was called, but you're trying to be part of this group and really be able to get them to trust you. So that way, when you get there, you're able to bring the whole organization down, but also put this dirty cop in jail. That was kind of the premise of the crew, but one of the beautiful things about the crew is that it is 4 players. So you are able to partner up with your friends during races, and as long as one of you guys won, then all of you guys won.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really cool. But yeah, but again, like, I don't see a whole lot of racing games having campaigns like that. Like, normally it's just, you know what I mean? Normally it's just like go ahead.
Yeah, Need for Speed, I think, was the only other one outside that one, I think, that actually had a legit story. I think it was only one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember I didn't really play it, but I seen the story. For what I heard, it wasn't that good, but it existed for a story.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I'm very curious to see how that would pan out. Sorry, we had a little bot that was in here, and I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of them, because I know I was able to do it before, and I'm having trouble doing so now. Let me see. Where you at? Bam, 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 and ban you, buddy. All right, cool. You're banned for life. All right, cool. So cannot wait for that. November 9th. Forza Horizon 5. Let's go. Shredders. Coming out December. Talker Pass.
What is Shredders?
That's the snowboarding one. It's very similar to Riders Republic, but just snowboarding.
Yeah, I remember it now. It's like Amped.
Yeah.
I probably a pass. If I'm getting Riders Republic, I might just pass on that one.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same vein to a point. If this one has enough Cool Borders energy to it, I might just go ahead and pick this up as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And again, the beautiful thing about me, again, being able to actually have an Xbox Series X is that if it's on Game Pass, I don't even have to buy it. It'll just be there. So that's the good thing about that. So we'll see. We'll see. Halo Infinite, which is just listed for holiday. And then after that, everything else that I name underneath the Xbox version is going to be TBA. Talker Pass for Halo Infinite.
Wow. This is... Hopefully, only thing I'm going to say is it better do good. They delayed it after that negative backlash.
Which I still kind of don't get, because I honestly, like, even though, again, I'm a PlayStation person. I'm a PlayStation person all the way. But I thought it looked good. I thought it still looked good. I thought it looked fine. I mean, of course, some of the cutscenes could have been a little bit better, and some of the grunts looked weird, but ultimately, though, like, in the grand spectrum of everything, it looked pretty decent. It looked pretty good. I didn't mind it. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of surprised that it got the backlash that it did. But this go around, when they showed it off at E3, that got me really hyped. Yeah, that made me feel like I was back in Halo 3, Halo 4, back when I was just playing with my buddies back in the day. Like, that's what it made me get that game fuel. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like.
That all-nighter.
Yep. Yep. Cannot wait, man. Cannot wait.
Yeah, I will be playing that one though, day one. This is on Xbox Live Game Pass.
Yeah, and it's also going to be on Xbox Live Game Pass on PC, and I'm pretty confident that's going to allow us to play together.
Yeah.
So there you go. The Gunk. Talker Pass.
Pass.
Yes, same here. I don't even know what that is. I don't even care what it is right now. That sounds so weird.
I don't know why, but for some reason I remember that one.
Bright Memory Infinite. Talker Pass.
I played a little bit of Bright Memory. At least something good I believe they're doing on PC is if you got the game, they're going to upgrade you.
Yeah.
I think the Infinite for free.
Yeah.
It plays pretty solid.
I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, though, that one also, like, at the beginning of 2020, that was one of the games. That's the first game that Xbox opened with in March for their event, and that was the only game that actually looked like good, like it looked next gen. And that's when they teased us with the Assassin's Creed trailer, which really wasn't a trailer. It was just, or Assassin's Creed gameplay, and it was just a trailer. It wasn't really anything. That's what pissed off a lot of people, and the way it was presented, which just looked really, really poor. But that was a game that at the time I was just like, that's the best looking game that they have, and I'm interested in that. But other than that, like, nothing else really stuck out to me besides Scarlet Nexus and Vampire the Masquerade. But I think that's one of the games that's going to be on Game Pass. So if you already have Game Pass, I know if you already own the game, you're already going to be able to upgrade for free. But if you don't own the game, I think you could just get it on Game Pass already.
Yeah.
So, yeah. As time went on for me, I don't know how I feel about Bright Memory Infinite anymore. If it's on Game Pass, I'll try it out, but I don't know how I feel about it anymore since the last time I kind of saw it. So yeah. Chorus. Talker Pass.
Oh, okay. I'm actually looking at it. I need a quick refresher. That looks pretty good. It's sort of like
Starfield.
Star Fox.
Or Star Fox, yeah, Star Fox.
Kind of like Star Fox. Somebody said it looks like Hellblade and Everspace came together. I'm interested. From what I see in the trailers, the trailer looks amazing. I would say check it out. If you're into Star Fox and you don't have a Switch, this may be the game for you. If you're into that style of space games, I do kind of like space shooters.
Or that.
So it'd be worth a play. I mean,
there you On the dock, I put Phantasy Star Online 1. It's not 1. It's Phantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis. Talk or pass?
I'm not a huge. I didn't play a lot of Fantasy Star, but I know you did, so I'm gonna let you go.
This one I'm actually very excited to jump on with my buddy Silent. I'm very excited to jump onto it. When we did the New Year stream with the Phantasy Star Online, I had a good time with that. I think it was a little frustrating of how we were trying to party up together. That part was a little annoying. Outside of that, I definitely like Phantasy Star Online. I just wish I had more time to invest more inside Phantasy Star Online, because that was one of the biggest things as far as back on the GameCube days, was that you would just be able to grind. You'd be able to play the normal modes, then be able to play the hard modes, and then very hard, and then ultimate. That was always such a grind, and it was so cool to see the monsters transform as you leveled up, and you're able to get that epic gear and stuff. It was like, because like I know in Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2, that was for GameCube, I think the very first boss that you fight is a dragon. And it's a dragon that breathes fire and everything like that. But when you fight him on Ultimate, he's an ice dragon. He's not like the normal dragon that you know. And every boss does that. It's so cool. It was so cool. And it was just so memorable to be able to play that with my buddies. So, yeah, I'm very excited to jump onto that. I just hope that I have weeks on weeks off work so I can play with my buddies. You know what I mean? Let me free work. Yeah. Let me free.
I need to play more of it.
Jurassic World Evolution 2, talk or pass?
I'm a pass.
Same here. I'm not really too heavy into those sim-like games.
I suck at the sim games. Last time I played it, I think the dinosaurs got off on eating people or something.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like that those games should just be free to play from moving forward. I don't think they should be like charging you anything.
Oh, there's a fan base out for them.
Yeah, there is, and I don't think there should be. I don't know. I'm just a hater. Going on over to the Nintendo Switch. Mario Golf Super Rush, which is out currently. Talk or pass?
It only got me 4 points.
So you don't want to talk about it? Is that what you're saying? All right. I did see Kind of Funny Games do a stream on it, and it looked interesting for that. I don't think I'm going to drop any money on it, though, because especially not $60. I know it's not going to go on sale either, because Nintendo's stingy with their sales. So I know it's not going to go on sale, but it looked interesting. It looked enjoyable. I just think it'll probably be more enjoyable when you have people to play with. Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, is TBA this year. Talk or pass?
I'm sorry, Bill Dewey. I'm a pass. I'm not really big into Monster Hunter.
I do enjoy Monster Hunter, but the Wings of Ruin, like the stories, don't do anything for me. So I'm just going to pass on that.
And that's about it.
Warrior,
and don't even bring up the movie.
WarriorWare, September 10th. Actually, real fast, backtracking. Movie. Apparently, the movie was actually good for people that don't play the game.
Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie.
Are you serious? I've seen the movie. No, it's not.
Yeah, I was about to say, I heard it from a source that they're like, hey, I don't know how much is related to the game or whatever, but I enjoyed the movie. And I was like, all right. More power to you.
It was bad.
All right. Well, I'm gonna clip this portion of it and save it for him so he can see that you're saying this too as well. Because I was about to say, he's the first one that told me that it was good. So I don't know. But yeah, going on over to WarioWare, September 10th. Talk or pass?
Pass.
Same here. And here's the sad part. I think it's Nintendo Switch because there's now enough of a library for me to justify me getting a Switch as far as the type of gamer that I am. But there's still not a whole lot that's just like, I have to get this for Switch. I have to get this day one. I have to do X, Y, and Z. Like, there's really not a whole lot like that. There's probably about 10 games in the entirety of the list library that I actually want to play. And out of the 10 games, I only own one. So I need to step it up with that. But all the games that's coming out right now, there's not really a whole lot that's here for this year that I'm like having my eye on. Metroid Dread, October 8th. Talk or pass?
I'm going to talk really quick.
Okay.
I'm excited for it. This would be probably a launch title for me.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the Metroid. I got into it I played a little bit of it during the classic Nintendo era, but we need Metroid Prime. that should be Prime 4 right there. Metroid Prime is an excellent one, and I'm waiting for that one. That one could be a great filler in the Metroid in between of it. So I am excited for that one.
Heard that. Yeah, I'm passing on it because I've never played any of the Metroids. The most Samus I've ever played was during Smash Bros, and that was it. So
I used to love playing Samus and Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Charging up that shot.
Super Mario Party Superstar, Super Mario Party Superstars, October 29th. Talker Pass.
You either play that with your with your kids, or when you're drunk. Probably the two best times to play that game.
Yep. You ain't lying. Shin Megami Tensei 5, November 12th. Talker Pass.
I'm a pass. I have no idea what those even are.
Shin Megami Tensei.
I thought it was the same as the Persona series, but they're not.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's up to 5. I haven't even played the first 4, so I'm not even.
I have it. I have it on my. I have the PS1. I have that little PS1 mini, and I think it's got some of those on there. I need to play them.
Gotcha. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, November 19th. Talker Pass.
Pass. It's Pokemon. You should know by now what you're getting when you get a Pokemon game.
I agree. I do want to get more Pokemon games, but we'll have to see. Because I actually wanted to go back when I first got my Switch. One of the games I did look for, just in case, was trying to go back to Yellow, Blue, and Red. I wanted to start from the very beginning and see, but they didn't have it in the Pokemon store or in the Nintendo store, so didn't bother proceeding any further. Oxenfree 2. And after this, now all the games are TBA for this year. Talker Pass, Oxenfree 2.
Pass.
Same. I can't even think about what that is, to be honest with you.
I have Oxenfree 1. I think they gave it away for a free game. Somebody gave it away. I still have not played it.
And I'm going to kind of, to save anything on my side, the last 5 games I announced, I'm passing on all of these.
I'm passing on all of them too. I have no idea what half these even are.
Okay.
Blue Fire, Bear and I mean, these are like drug-fueled names. Bear and Breakfast.
Yeah. So for our audio listeners and for anyone that's currently watching, the last games that we're passing on, me and It's the Nine Ball, is Minenko's Night Market, Blue Fire, which that one actually did look a little interesting from what I saw, but I saw one screenshot and that was it. So I can't even really talk too much about that. Card Shark. Yeah,
wait a minute. Homeland 3's coming.
That is, go ahead and watch our stream reacting to Gearbox's event at E3 and you'll get that joke. Card Shark, Bear and Breakfast, and then the last one was Garden Story. All of those games I'm passing on. It's the Nine Balls passing on to. I'm not exactly my hype level's not anywhere for those. And they did again at the Nintendo Switch event. They did go ahead and announce other games that were coming to Switch. So most of them I already own, and I would rather own on PlayStation, like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I like that game. Borderline. I think it's a really, really great game, almost to the point where I do love the game. It's just that there's so many of those games that's out, but I'm not going to get that game for Switch. I already have it for PS4. Now I can play it on my PS5, and I just got to get the DLC for the PS5, and I'll be good to go. Same thing for True Colors. Friggin'
Life is Strange.
Life is Strange. I can't remember the name of it for a second, but yeah, Life is Strange. True Colors. I'm just going to get that on console. I don't see myself traveling that often to justify me playing it on there. Plus, if there's any fidelity enhancement, I'd rather have that on the PS5 or Xbox Series X. I know there's not going to be. It's Life is Strange, but if there is, I'd rather it be on the PS5 or Xbox Series X. So, and that actually does it. That's our day. That's our ALWT Things Gaming episode 53 with me and It's the Nine Ball. Before we dip out of here, again, just as a general reminder. If you guys like energy drinks, make sure you guys are going to Rep Sports, REPP Sports.com. Get yourself some Raise Energy. They have all different types of flavors, and you can type in ALWT Gaming at checkout and get 15% off. If you don't like energy drinks, you can still utilize that discount on your workout powders, your water supplements, some t-shirts and stuff like that. 15% off. You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't go ahead and do so. So you might as well just go ahead and do it. Hook yourself up. You feel me? This Thursday, we're going to attempt another run at Smite Night. So hopefully we'll have a good connection just like we did for this stream. There was no drop frame rates, so it felt pretty good. And then of course, we're going to have to discuss how we're going to set up the next 9 to 5 segment, because that did not happen for June, as you guys know. Part of it is because I'm moving. The other part of it is because we did have E3 and we're just super jam-packed, and I'm not trying to throw too much on people's plates. So there you have it. But just be on the lookout for all of that. And then there's going to be us next Tuesday, or it's going to be ALWT Things Gaming episode 54. Make sure you guys are checking out our PSN, Malachi 36, and it's the 9-ball over here. Do you have anything at 9-ball before we dismiss from here?
Yeah, just play it safe, be safe. As Corona's not gone, and if you can, get vaccinated.
Heard that. Wise words from a wise man. I echo all of that. Right now it's storming, so I'm about to go ahead and jump off of this computer so I can just relax.
Same here.
Yep. And if that's everything, make sure again you guys should check us out on multimedia platforms, such as social media platforms. I said multimedia. Social media platforms such as Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of that. Just type in ALWT Gaming and you'll be able to find us up there. If you guys are having trouble finding us on YouTube, type in At Least We Tried Gaming, because At Least We Tried. Email us at atleastwetried.gaming@gmail.com. Check out our website, www.alwtgaming.com, where our archives kind of go up. And also make sure you guys are checking us on Anchor, as we appreciate all of our Anchor, Spotify listeners, everybody like that. Until next time, everybody, Control Alt
Complete.
Peace.